can see that I will have to teach you how to
Forged in the lockdown. Hello and welcome to Critical Questions, the Unfathomable quiz.
Yeah.
That's the time to do it. Right then.
I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, most interesting and ridiculous dumb questions I can find. And with any luck, my guests will be able to answer all of them. Today, we have got Ring.
Woo!
Katnip.
Yay! Here I am.
Quentin.
Hello, pineapple goes on pizza.
Jeff.
Ahoy.
And Jenny.
You fucking wake me up this early for a goddamn stupid question show.
Why does it look like you've just been shagged through the back of a bush?
Because I like it in the back.
Dave, we don't kink shame.
So that reminds me of a
There
joke.
was no
if
shaming.
I'm allowed to tell them.
What?
That reminds me of a joke. If I could tell it real quick.
Go on then.
All right. So, little Johnny one day has to go to the bathroom, and his mom's taking a shower. And he goes in there, and he sees his mom naked. And he asks his mom, "Mom, what's in between your legs?" And his mom tells him, "Oh, that's just my bush." A couple days later, his dad's taking a shower, and he has to pee again. He goes in, he goes, "Dad, what's in between your legs?" He goes, "That's my snake." Well, the next day, his grandma's taking a shower, and he has to pee again, and sees something on her chest, and goes, "Grandma, what's that on your chest?" She goes, "That's my headlights." Well, one day, Johnny hears a real weird racket coming from his parents' bedroom, and he opens the door, and he looks, and he sees his mom and dad getting it on. He yells at his mom, "Mom, turn on your headlights. There's a snake trying to get in your bush."
That's terrible.
You should feel really bad that you told that.
Yeah,
I don't. I really don't, though. I'm a
You
ginger.
told a bad joke, PT.
Ricardo says, "I'm out. This show needs cancelling. Pineapple doesn't go on pizza."
Yes, it does. I will fight you.
Almost anything can go
Come
on
on,
pizza except
come on.
another pizza. And even then, pizza can go on pizza.
Just so you can have a pizza on top of pizza.
I will allow a pineapple on pizza as long as there's an equal weight of anchovies.
Oh God, anchovies! Please no. Anchovies.
Yeah, I'm not keen on
To
anchovies.
each their
I
own.
don't like anchovies, but I don't think I've ever had them either. But I'm just not the biggest fan of fish in general.
Yeah.
We will not throw Quentin in the airlock, Spooky. Damn it!
You get to vote
wait.
on it. Is he the
Wait.
imposter?
No, Dave is all. Look, okay. First off, Dave, do we need to have that conversation? Because how many times when we were playing fucking Among Us was I right and you bastards voted me off?
Wait
Yeah,
a
but
minute.
in the end, we were right
Play Among
because
Us?
we voted you off.
No, you were wrong, and you lost.
Hold
Yes,
on,
but we kicked you
were
out.
Playing Among Us without me?
I mean, I tried inviting you, but your
Oh, no,
invitation got
I-
lost in the mail.
I have yet to play that game, I must admit.
You can kill an hour with it before it
Well,
gets a bit dull.
Don't play with Math Pig because if you glitch a little bit, he'll say that you're an imposter, even though you're not.
Well, he's a bastard anyway, but you know.
Here you go. The chat says Quentin is sus.
I don't believe you.
I'm a ginger. I mean, you guys you're profiling me. That's not okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it's the only
Should we-
socially acceptable form of prejudice left.
Titan is sus.
Have you ever had anybody play Connect the Dots on your face with those freckles?
No, but there was a kinky version of Connect the Dots that I've played.
Oh.
Right. Let's do a question. Ba-ba. Question 1,300. What?
Oh my God.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Question 1,300. What fictional place would you most like to visit?
The moon.
Moon is not fictional. It is not a good answer. It's a terrible answer.
I never specified what moon.
You said
I
the
just said
moon.
the moon. Yeah.
Question.
Go on.
Okay, can it be a fictionalized version of a real place?
Yes.
Okay, I've got my answer.
Go on.
Barsoom.
Where's Barsoom? I don't actually have any
Mars.
idea whether.
It's the Martian name for Mars in John Carter.
Got you. The Rage says Jeff's cut his hair. The Greyman says Narnia. Chad says Australia. Spooky says Australia. Sammy says fuck you all.
Well, I mean, I'd be fine with Narnia if it wasn't so Jesus-y.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
man. If they're allowed to say Australia, I'm allowed to say the moon. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but the moon exists. We can see it. Australia, no one has ever seen.
Well, how do we know that we're not seeing a reflection of mirrors?
well.
You know?
You're just seeing a reflection off the dome.
Exactly, man.
Well,
the Earth is flat. Get
I
with
was
the
going to say,
times.
well, I was going to say as my answer then that an Earth that's shaped like a globe.
Exactly. There you
Oh,
go.
fucking hell.
We all know that rocks are atheists and the moon is flat. I mean, the Earth is flat, not the moon.
Well, the moon is flat. It's
Yeah,
Yes,
the moon is
it's just
flat.
yes,
pie plate.
Titan. I did say Barsoom.
Does hell count then?
yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'll go visit hell. I need to go talk to my dad anyway.
Fair enough.
Which version of hell?
3.4.
I'll go with Dante's Inferno.
Okay.
Fair enough. The Rage says the Three Rivers. Brainbug says Middle Earth. Bad Temper Badger says, I don't know what the question is, but I agree with Sammy Jenkins, which was fuck you all.
Hey, Badger. Disney is canon. I want you to deal with that.
The Grey Man says, the books are Jesus-y, but Narnia is a magical place of wonder.
Wait, hang on.
What?
Question: If Narnia was Jesus-y, then why did all the Christians want to ban it?
Because they're idiots.
Because you've got super fundamentalist ones that can't deal with the magic, even though it's a giant Jesus allegory.
Okay.
Jenny.
Yes.
What do you mean yes? What's your answer to the question?
Oh, just a second, I gotta read it. Well, duh. Stargate Command.
Catnip. See, I was tempted to go like that.
I would rather we put in the entire universe of my favorite video game, which is Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh.
Which all of the worlds are based off of Disney movies.
So question. Would that mean you could...
Disney is canon?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, so would you be able to like visit the Star Wars universe from Kingdom Hearts?
As it is currently, no.
Yeah.
I am going by canonically. There has not been any game that is Kingdom Hearts that has had a Star Wars.
Yeah, see, Kingdom
Planet.
Hearts is smart enough to be like, all right, we ain't touching this shit.
They might in the next couple of years, because right when Disney bought Star Wars, they had already just about finished production of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
They didn't have time to put it in there. So maybe with the next mainline game, we might see maybe characters from there, kind of like we did with Final Fantasy, where we seen characters but not necessarily places.
Right.
So they might do something like that, or they might just leave it alone.
Also, I think a bad-tempered badger would like to visit the Disneyland on Coruscant.
He doesn't seem very happy. Chad says, I would want to visit
Badger a stroke.
the Marvel Cinematic... I feel so badly if he is having a stroke. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is provided I would play with the Infinite Gauntlet. Infinity Gauntlet?
That's right, yeah.
There we go.
Gauntlet.
I can read, honest.
See, I was going to say something very similar to that. I'm going to say Earth 616.
Yeah.
My answer.
What the hell is Earth 616?
That is the main Marvel universe.
Fair enough. Never Again says, I'd like to just go back 22 years and start again. That's not really fictional. Sammy says...
I feel like that's an attempt to murder me when I was a baby, and I don't think that's a good idea.
Never Again will allow that answer if you go and murder Quentin when he was a baby.
At that point, you could murder either one of us, Quentin.
Yes.
Wait, you're only 22?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'll be 23 in February.
I'll be 23 in January. Hey.
Wow.
But my second answer probably would have been Astro City.
So if I had to pick a serious answer, I would go with probably, and this is going to be some weeb type shit, but I would want to be in Food Wars, which is Shokugeki no Soma. It's an anime where they have extreme cooking battles, and I would love to be in that.
I would go with the Yggdrasil in Hyperion.
Okay.
Wait a minute! You just answered a question without us having to badger you to death.
Well, because I had an answer.
Yeah.
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 If I got an answer, I tend to give it.
See, like Valhalla would be my second choice, but.
Okay, are we talking Valhalla as in the Assassin's Creed universe Valhalla, or like
No,
Gods of War?
The proper one, as in the Norse mythology, where you just drink, fight, and fuck all day, and then
Hey, look, man!
And how the hell did Christianity get better when that was the potential afterlife?
Look, Godless, I love you and all, man, but it's gonna take more than some alcohol to get us to get funky.
Right, Sammy says Teletubby Land.
I bet it wouldn't.
Well, I don't know. If I've got like a hockey mask, a machete, I'd take a trip to Teletubby Land.
Okay, I've never understood the Teletubbies. I don't hate them, but I feel like somebody had some really good acid. It was just like, let's make a kids show.
No.
You know.
I think you need to look into it. They are. I mean, you don't need to look into it. If you want to understand them, you've got to look into it. They are explicitly designed for her.
The only show I hated as a kid was The Wiggles. I fucking hated that show, and I wish it never happened.
I think the Teletubbies were specifically designed to piss off the religious right.
No, it's designed for how babies see themselves. And how
Wait, what the fuck? Are you kidding? Are you being serious?
I'm being very serious. It's designed for how babies see themselves, and the levels of each one is a different level of progression with how they can communicate with the world.
But they're all dumb as hell.
Have you met a baby?
I've met some pretty smart babies, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
I mean, I'd like to think that mine is smart, but she also runs face first in the walls. So, I mean...
I do that, and I'm 22!
Well, you're a special case scenario.
That is true. I am very special.
Yeah, but you do it for money.
I do. If you guys want to see me smash into a wall like a semi-truck on a tin can, my OnlyFans is dropping soon. Sorry, bad joke.
That's disturbing. Never again says, Sammy, the only Teletubby land I glimpsed seemed quite fucked up. Bad Tempered Badger says, also Blade Runner, because it's a dystopian like today, but the tech is mostly analog. God says, I would visit the nice part of London.
That's a good answer.
Ricardo Oliveira had a definitely valid answer in my opinion.
Go on.
He said, "Is the Great America a valid answer?"
Yep.
Let's make America great again. Yeah.
Fair enough. Never Again says Quentin is not my child. Was that a possibility? Yes, you are.
We're going to Maury Povich's show.
Dad, is that you?
Wait, I knew Katnip was my long-lost sister.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Dave's Critical Questions. Bringing families together since 2020.
Yeah, we're like driving them apart since forever.
It's like Monopoly. You don't want to play.
See, how about is the world still lives in a valid answer?
I'm not really sure if the world still lives in is sane. In fact, I imagine it's a bit like Mr. Softy's world.
Okay, wait. What is Mr. Softy's world?
It's an advert where Mr. Softy, who is soft mints, walks along and his world is so soft and rearranged and made out of cushions and marshmallows and...
That sounds terrible.
Look up the Mr. Softy advert.
I will check it out.
For soft mints.
Oh.
I like what Badger said in the chat.
I like
the Teletubbies is very easy to understand. It's a combination of cocaine and crayons.
There we go. Yeah, that's about right.
Why don't you understand it then?
I don't understand.
He doesn't have enough cocaine
No.
and crayons.
The reason I don't mean I don't understand the concept of the show. What I don't understand is why there's so much hatred or so much love for the show. Because when I was watching my niece, she was about like 6 months old, and my best friend was just like, "Hey, if you want her to just space out for a bit, put on the Teletubbies." And so I'm like, "All right, you know what? Let's test this theory out." I watched like 2 episodes, and I'm like, "This is not a show. This is a hardcore drug trip that I didn't know I was taking."
Did it space you out?
Here's the problem. You kids, everything about kids' TV is unbelievably repetitive and drives adults nuts.
Oh, dude, I don't know who decided Caillou was a kid show, but I won't let my kids watch that shit. Caillou was an asshole.
So here's what we need to do, right? We need to put on the Teletubbies, mute it, and then play Dark Side of the Moon.
Yes!
That would
I'm
work.
down.
Badger says, Stool is very silly. His world is a planet the shape of a Swedish bosom where all the trees grow pot noodles. And Ricardo says, who the fuck allowed Quentin near a 6-month-old toddler? He is ginger.
So, yeah,
Ooh.
no, like, it didn't space me out, and I noticed that my niece wasn't even paying attention to the show. So I'm pretty sure my niece at 6 months was just like, this is boring.
See, Dave, here's the thing. He thinks Teletubbies is psychedelic. Has he seen the Magic Roundabout?
What the fuck is the Magic Roundabout?
Oh, you have to get stoned and watch the Magic Roundabout.
You've got to get high. You've got to get high as a fucking kite and watch the Magic Roundabout.
All right, Godless, let me ask you this. Is it like getting high and watching the CGI Scooby-Doo movie?
I think it's more of a trip. It's more of a trip than that. I mean, it's a bit dated because it's like from the 70s or whatever, but it's like
fucking send me a link. I gotta
like
check this out.
It is fucking like psychedelic as fuck.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm down.
Right.
You know,
Go on.
you know what is like crazy acid psychedelic as fuck? Old vintage cartoons.
Like Betty Boop?
Yeah, talking like 1930s, like Betty Boop.
I
Original
find it disturbing
Popeye
quite how quickly a lot of them get racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 1930s America. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't, it wasn't racist.
Dude, one
from the
show that I
get-go.
was surprised that was on the air for so long was the Animaniacs. That show was fucked up,
It's back 2 days
but
ago.
it was great.
They
Yeah, I
started
know.
a
I'm
new
not
season.
watching the reboot.
Yeah.
What?
I
But they're
don't.
zany to the max.
Yeah, but what I heard was it was really hey, look how politically correct we are the entire time, and I'm like, all right, well, that's cool and all, but don't shove it down my throat. And I'm just like, yeah, I just didn't like it. I didn't
Right.
like the first episode.
Jeff, did you have an answer?
I said it, Earth 616.
Oh, you did? My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely forgot.
And Dave answered too, and I'm proud of him.
I know.
How about I got no, or it could be a completely scientifically accurate Dinosaur Adventureland.
That's pure fiction.
Yeah.
So
You said it's a fictional place.
So does the flood encounter portion have guardrails?
Yes.
Next question.
Oh dear, that was dark. I could see where that was going. That's dark.
Yeah. Oof.
Well, it's perfectly safe. It's an interactive exhibit.
Sammy screams, my answer is the bridge of the Starship Enterprise E. Sammy, you can't do that. You are existing now, forever, in Teletubbyland. You started it.
You are definitely Teletubby hell. Welcome.
Yes. Right. Question 1301. What is the highest level of government you've interacted with?
Oh shit.
On a formal or informal level?
Either. Have you shagged the Prime
Giggity.
Minister? President?
Leader of the opposition.
President
Have you
of the
interacted
United
with them on a
States.
governmental level? How can I answer that question? Have you interacted with them in relation to their job, rather than in relation to their party?
Okay.
Let's see.
Probably not, because it was at Tolpuddle, so probably not.
I would say
Did you say their job or their party?
No, their job.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what type of judge it was, but I remember when I actually got adopted on December 23rd. There was a judge there, and I had to walk in the room, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to get adopted by these people?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." So I was 10, I was nervous, and I was just like, I want to get the hell out of here. If this guy asks me a question, I'm just gonna say yes.
Just fair enough. Never Again says, I worked for the Federal Reserve Bank and had to pass their security crap, but they aren't actually a part of the federal government. But is their security clearance stuff part of the government? Bad Tempered Badger says, like all Brits, have of course had tea with the Queen.
Hell yeah.
Did it? Secretary of State for the Environment, because he was my actual MP at the time. He was a minister before he went to jail.
So,
Go on.
Do campaigns count?
No,
Why not? It's part of their job.
because they are not part of the government. They're part of the getting into government.
so
But it says their job is, they got to
Well,
do
yeah,
it full
like,
time.
what if it's already a president running for
No.
re-election?
Yeah.
No?
No.
What do you mean no?
Yeah, I didn't think
Damn,
that
Dave,
counted.
you're picky.
No, it's got to be part of the government.
Technically, if you've met a member of Parliament, even if he's an opposition MP, he is still part of the government.
But he's working. Usually, when you've met him, he's working towards re-election. He's working towards something that is
No, is that his fact
affect-
finding?
creating the government.
okay, I know I've briefed a full bird colonel. Might have actually also briefed as high up as a 2-star general.
Nice.
That's pretty high. Sammy Jenkins says, "My postman."
That is the highest. That is the highest of the high.
That's the
Hey,
highest of the high.
Who said the postman one?
More highest than
Sammy.
one.
Hey, Sammy, when you see my dad again, tell him hi.
Kevin Costner.
I reckon
I'm the
Jeff
FedEx
talked to a
baby.
postman.
Too many of them, unfortunately.
Brainbug says, "I work for the federal and state governments of Illinois and Texas." So what's the highest level you would have talked to with that? God says, "I shouted cock at Tony Blair, but I've had a conversation with Princess Anne about heavy metal."
That's beautiful.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Badger says, "Did you talk to him after he went to jail, Mr. Jeff?"
Before he went to jail.
And Badger says, "I've been on a talk show with a postman, so I win."
Wait, that's
What?
pretty cool.
Critical questions doesn't count.
It's a talk show, and I reckon we've had a postman on here at some point.
I reckon we have one on now.
I shared a cigarette with Barack Obama.
Did you?
Yes.
Was that a governmental cigarette? Does that? I'm not sure if that counts. I don't think it does.
Well, the taxes were paid on it, and it was my cigarette, not his. He asked me.
It was a fucking joint, Jen. You just say it.
No,
I
it
mean,
wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay, so I saw Donald Trump at a Mozzie's in my hometown. Like, he was doing the election, but I guess that doesn't count, so.
no.
I gave George W. Bush the finger.
Did he come?
No, but he did look surprised. I was the only person. He's getting off the freeway ramp. He's crossing this boulevard to go to a high school to do some stupid speech, and I was the only person in the intersection other than the cops who was standing there. And he looks out the window and he goes, "Ah!" And I went, "Ah!"
Fucking Chad
And he
said,
was like, It's great.
Dave, did you see Chad's answer? That's pretty
Yeah.
fucking great.
I've got to catch up to that in a minute. Chad says, "I had a personal relationship with my MLA, you know what that is, provincial government, as a former co-worker. I also know the former head of the National RCMP task force. All loads of algorithms? No, I've forgotten what it's called when you put letters together. Shit. What do you call when you use initials?
Acronym.
Acronyms.
Yep.
Never Again says, I know, I tried to get the SNAP food stamp rules changed here in NC back in 2010, and I regularly communicated with a few reps in the NC, North Carolina, House. Needless to say, it didn't change. Spooky says, Jeff talks to himself. God says that Princess Anne does not like heavy metal. What sort of music does she like?
Hey, Dave, here's one, because I didn't know if this counts. If it's a school mandated thing, does it count, or is it something that you had to be
The
on
school
your own?
mandated would be fine, as long as you're seeing them in a capacity as an official. If you're taking a school to meet the president, that counts.
Yeah. Okay. So, in this shitty hometown that I was in, my school made us go have lunch with the mayor of that town in I think 9th grade. It was really fucking boring, and the dude was like afraid of children.
That doesn't surprise me. Chad says,
Ninth graders are fucking scary, though.
They are.
Yeah, we are.
Chad says, if that kind of interaction counts, then I've been yelled at by the U.S. Secret Service.
I've been felt up by the Secret Service.
I think they tell it a very different way.
Well, I enjoyed it so.
The Grey Man says,
I'm sticking to it.
You wish she'd threatened the president more often.
Graven says, I worked for the post office counters for 28 years. Bad Tempered Badger says, a friend of mine once sold a phone deal to Gordon Brown. That doesn't really count.
Unless he's selling it in an official capacity.
I mean, for everybody in America, I guess their highest interaction is the NSA watching them constantly.
Well, that's actually it's a good way of boosting your potential YouTube views, isn't it? By if you put certain words like Muhammad,
NSA or FBI or
terrorism,
they're
or
going to come
whatever.
and look.
If you work that all into your stream, you can boost your potential viewership by 30,000 views, or potentially, or whatever the current, or whatever the current staffing level with the NSA is. Anyway,
you could name it. You can name it. I know the truth, and then put FBI and NSA under it.
Well, I mean, if you want me to start talking about terrorism,
the reality of it is, folks, that the NSA actually does have a software package that will monitor every fucking cell phone call in the world, pick out keywords, and put those phone numbers to a list to be looked at later.
Oh, they've had the ability to do that for years.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Titan says, my aunt's hairdresser, adopted son, second wife's cousin once saw Bill Clinton naked.
That's hard.
The problem is I fully believe that.
Yeah.
God says, Princess Anne likes pop music and something she can sing along with.
I mean, you can sing along with metal.
Some metal.
Yeah,
says,
you can. Metal is king.
No, really isn't. Ricardo says, is all governments included or just the UK in my case? Any government whatsoever. Just the level. Does getting banned from the FBI website count? Not really. Steve says, the Queen, does she count? Yes, the Queen counts. She is our head of state. Catnip.
Aside from dealing with local police, no. I've never... I was homeschooled. I didn't have to deal with doing stupid shit like meeting a mayor I don't give two shits about.
Oh, dude, it was legitly the fucking worst. Because, like, the guy walks in, how y'all doing? And then grabs, like, a sandwich and then just sits there, eating it like an old man telling his grandkids a fucking bedtime story. It was so
beautiful,
boring and awkward. And I'm like, yo, I really want to fucking leave.
I have contracted for most levels of government, including the Cabinet Office, the Office of Fair Trade, various different levels of the NHS. But not that I can actually remember the name of anybody, but I've talked to most ministers that were in charge of them at the time.
Have you guys ever written a letter to a branch of government?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That is the dumbest. That is the dumbest way to find out which one of the kids in your class hates establishments, because because it was just like, if you could write a letter to your government to tell them what you think is wrong, what would you say in that letter? And my response would be Donald Trump. the entire fucking time. That would be my answer now. It would be Donald Trump is the issue. Get rid.
Fair enough. Right. I think we are done. I thought that question. Go on.
Ricardo's got a pretty good one.
Oh, just arrived. Ricardo says the Portuguese Republican president. That's pretty cool. David Blunkett when he was Home Secretary, and 4 finance ministers across the EU. What the hell does Ricardo do?
If he told you, he would have to kill you.
He'd have to kill me. That doesn't surprise me. Bad Tempered Badger says my local MP seems to ignore my emails. Possibly after I spoke to him that one time.
I'm sorry. I have
send it as a letter.
I have the TV going on over here, and Baby Yoda is now a chia pet. Oh my god!
Excuse me?
Chia.
Yep.
That is.
I don't know if I'm happy or upset.
I'm not gonna lie. Chia Pets had the worst commercials, but they're satisfying as hell.
Chia.
It's just like the fucking Hot Pocket commercials, man. Like, y'all couldn't have thought of a better jingle for them fuckers?
Hot Pockets.
Hot Pocket.
Hot Vomit.
Exactly.
Right, next question.
Next question.
Question 1302. In your opinion, which couple, alive or dead, has demonstrated the perfect example of a relationship?
Oh, I have a really dark joke with that, but I can't do it. Too soon.
On what level? I mean, there's there's a lot of relationships you can only look at and think you know what.
Right? Are we talking like celebrity, like
This is a your opinion question. It's what you think is a perfect example of a relationship. Or it's a couple, a marriage.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't believe marriage works.
I'm thinking of this because
to be fair,
we were just talking about politics and stuff, and I was a Democratic Party official photographer in Milwaukee and Wisconsin during the campaign with John Kerry. And I had run into him and his wife Teresa a couple of times, and if anybody saw how genuinely romantically in love those two are with each other, there's no way you could not vote for him.
I mean, I guess if I think about it like in a business way, I would say fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce, I guess. I don't fucking know, man. I don't keep up with marriages, to be honest.
Oh. I could go with the safe answer.
I'll have both of you.
Yeah. And say me and Hissy.
There you go.
Or I could say probably Anthony and Cleopatra.
Interesting answer. Quick answers in the chat. We have got Jeff says Dave and Stool. The Grey Man says Bill and Ben the Flower Pot Man. Chad says Archie and Edith Bunker. Bad Tempered Badger says perfect relation is between Harris Ford and people trying to interview him. I don't get that. Someone explain that to me.
Harrison Ford is, I think Badger was trying to type. Now I do see some fictional people.
Yeah.
So,
Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
Yeah.
God.
So if fictional couples are valid, then I'd say Gomez and Morticia Adams.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good answer.
Oh, damn! I didn't even think of that. That's fucking good. Oh, damn it.
Keno says Bert and Ernie. The Greyman says Posh and Bex. Ox says Ronald and Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
Never Again says, "Well, there is no perfect, but I highly respect the relationship my neighbours had. Long, hard-working, steady, and to the death. It wasn't perfect, but they were very happy."
You know what's fucked up? I could see
Lots of things.
somebody actually. I could see somebody actually saying, fucking Trump and Melania, like in a fucked up way.
Well, even
Yeah.
So,
James Henry said Donald and Stormy.
Nice.
Uh,
Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
No.
Steve said Rod Hull and Emu. The Rage says Tom
Who?
Cruise and Katie Holmes. The Grey Man says Carter and Shira Hall. I don't know who they are.
No.
I would say Liz Taylor and whoever it is this week.
Oof.
That's an old person comment. You kids, Liz Taylor had 20 marriages or something like that.
Well,
That's why I said oof. I'm like shot
does
in
it
the
have
dark.
does it have to be a person of fame of any variety?
No.
Because I would say my grandparents.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
oh, I can act.
Catnip with the good answer. Damn it.
Well,
So-
no,
so-
I mean genuinely, I looked up to both of them my entire life, and I
Yeah.
have strived to model my
That-
relationships after theirs.
That's really
Yeah,
sweet.
you're right.
Oh,
Like that's actually a good point. Good job.
And if I have to go with people that are alive, I would say my friend's parents, who I got dark fast. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, man. It's all right.
No,
My
I
friend's
was
parents
reacting
are
to the
a close
chat.
second. Oh no.
Right. Who are Shaq
Oh,
and Kobe
no.
Bryant?
So I would have said my
Shaq
grand.
and Kobe Bryant. Oh, Shaq and Kobe Bryant were basketball players. Kobe Bryant was the one that passed away recently.
Yeah.
I would have said my grandparents too, but they absolutely hated each other. So
So you
it
wouldn't.
was
My
That
grandparents.
doesn't
Yeah.
but you might consider that demonstrates the perfect example of a relationship. At the end of the day, the question didn't say it had to be good.
Can I say
just-
me and chocolate cake?
Chad says perfect. I imagine. I hate French words. Perrier and Marie Curie.
Perrier.
Perrier.
Pierre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
Can I ask a real quick question?
No.
Maybe.
Catnip, have you seen Disjointed by any chance?
No.
What?
Shit. I can't remember her name.
I'm
but
with Badger.
Me and my
What
hair.
happened
Yes,
with that?
correct. That's correct, Doc.
I would say weed activists and marijuana.
Ricardo, you're getting more abstract. Ricardo says Frida Kahlo and Diego Riviera. Sammy says the Queen and that old dude. Grayman says Carter and Shearer are Hawkman and Hawkwoman. Fair enough.
Yeah.
James Henry says Lindsey Graham and a very young boy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was reacting to.
Yep.
Oh.
Ox says any couple. Yes, any couple. Bad Tempered Badger says Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian McKellen. They're good together. See, I was umming and ahhing about saying Jadzia and Wolf.
I got another one. Trump and himself.
Trump and Trump. Trump and his father.
Yeah, I got abstract there for a second. I don't know why.
Tony
Yeah,
Blair and
I wonder why.
Hey,
Tony
man,
Blair.
you can't prove anything.
Tony Blair and George W. Bush. Although Blair was
Ooh.
bottom bit. Blair was bottom bitch, clearly.
I thought you were gonna say George Bush and Dick
Reagan
Cheney.
and Thatcher.
Oh, I think Ox might have won.
Yeah.
If any couple, then I will throw out the couple of a mother and child.
Oh.
Any particular mother and child, or just any?
I wouldn't
Sammy-
say any mother and child because some moms are bitch.
Casey Anthony and Point.
Exactly my point.
Sammy says Kim Jong Un and Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, that's an odd one. Yeah, but that's yeah.
Wait, what? Kim Jong Un and Dennis Rodman.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a weird, like, they got a weird bromance going on, yeah.
James Henry says Smokey and Darth Dawkins.
Oh! Steve McRae and Rocks.
Steve McRae and Twitter.
Yeah.
That's a troubled relationship.
Yeah.
Right. I think we should go to the next question before we.
Or how about me and no one ever?
What?
Hey. I'll hook you up with this chocolate cake that I got.
Are we talking
That
about
better be
chocolate
a
cake?
euphemism.
I will make people cake.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love to bake. I just don't like eating cake.
Catnip, YouTube president 2021.
No, I'm not going to be old enough.
Yeah. Saving his yoga ball, Ox says.
Smokey looks like healthy Nicholas Whitmore. Who's Nicholas Whitmore?
Alright, hang on.
I wasn't expecting the fishing hat, I've got to say. I look like a fishing hat.
Oh, that... Did you ask who Nicholas Whitmire is, Dave?
Yes.
We could talk about that after the show, because that's a long one.
Fair enough. Right, next question. Question 1303. Would you ever falsely accuse someone of a crime as a form of revenge?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What?
So, my buddy thought it would be funny to call one of his cops. One of his family members is a cop, right? And just to pull a prank on me, he dropped a bag of oregano in the car, and basically scared the shit out of me because I thought they found actual weed in his car, and I thought the cop was on duty, but he wasn't. So I would do that back to my friend. That's what I would do.
I think I've told this story before on here, but this doesn't exactly call the authorities on anyone. But I mean, we decided, being a few guys who a place I used to work at many years ago, did decide we were going to have a bit of fun with one of our work colleagues. He was had to fly out to New Zealand like that day to do a job, and he had to actually come in and get his toolbox and that from work. So he'd take his tools with him. So we went and got a load of we used to have a lot of silica powder there, which is fine white powder. Put it all into polythene bags and put it at the bottom of his toolbox, and just waited to hear what happened when he went through customs.
Oh, you dick!
Right, wait there. Let me go catch the stories. Right, James Henry, no. Betsy, no, never again. Fuck to double no. Ox, no. Had it happen to me. Did 11.5 months for it. Shit. Brainbug, no, not at all. Bad-tempered badger, you falsely accused me of biting the ball. I was trying to save the ball from the Toblerone.
All right, so just to make sure, it was just
Let me catch up on the chat. Sammy Jenkins says, yes, have done it. Brainbug says, why did he have oregano? Jess says, no. That will definitely come back to bite you in the ass. Chad says, no, never, not just virtue signaling. Bad-tempered badger says, the oregano was for spicing up police encounters. Titan says, oregano is a gateway spice. Soon you'll be snorting pesto.
Yep.
Never again says falsely accused he was lie. Ricardo says, no, but I have been reported to the Daily Mail for kidnapping Madeleine McCann. Apparently I look like
what?
That's quite funny.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
I don't know why, but I'm for some reason I'm hoping it's a joke, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oof.
The Grey Man says, I wouldn't do it. Quentin, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I would not actually falsely accuse anybody. I would just prank one of my friends. Not out of revenge or spite, just as a prank.
Jeff, you already said no.
I said no, but I suppose I'll say this. If I was going to do it, it would have to be something so ridiculous that it couldn't even really be taken that seriously. You know?
Right, exactly.
Yep.
Jenny?
I would do it. I would do it as the described prank, but I would never ever do it in real life. That is just so wrong.
Yeah, man, I don't want to get somebody actually locked up, man. Like for no fucking reason. That's terrible. Like
No,
no.
see, the fun part is that you do it as a prank as a prank, and then you find out that that person apparently had a warrant, and then it's a bad time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, I've got no issue with like paying someone off to pretend to be a copper or something, and making someone think they're in trouble for something that they're not. But
Sammy says, I was a child and marked myself to blame my older brother for beating me.
Oof.
Bit evil. Catnip.
No, I don't want to potentially waste government resources on silly bullshit.
Yeah.
The thing you got to remember too is if you accuse somebody of falsely accuse someone of a crime, and they get arrested over it, there's a good fair chance that they could actually be prosecuted and tossed in jail for it.
Yeah, but
surely not. The legal system. The legal
many
system.
people
No. The legal system is flawless. No one that's not guilty gets sent to jail.
Also, depending on what they look like and where you are, they might just end up shot.
Yeah. Well, I certainly wouldn't do it to any of my black friends because
I'll just say
the system eats them up like crazy.
I'll just say that I won't go into too much details, but I'll just say many years ago I met a member of the Birmingham Six. So enough said about that.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I wouldn't fucking get somebody locked up. Nah, fuck that.
Ring.
Yeah, I said no at the same time as Scummer did.
Fair enough. Yeah. And never again reiterates that the legal system sucks.
Yeah.
That was kind of my point.
Especially in this country.
Yeah.
America! Fuck yeah!
Look, Dave, it's my husband that you didn't think I was married to.
I've seen him before.
I know. That's why I'm still confused why we had to have that conversation.
No. I didn't. Okay, the issue there was the married part, not the
him existing part.
Not the existing part. It was the.
I swear, I have a boyfriend. He's real.
Is that a DHL driver back there?
I'm a real boy.
Right. Next question.
Yep.
Question 1304. What is the most outrageous thing you would do for unlimited wealth?
Oh. Unlimited?
Yes.
Well, it's
guaranteed.
It's not going to. It's not going to be selling my body because I can't give it away, let alone fucking sell it.
It's mood.
Would this be guaranteed money?
We'll just say we'll just go 2 trillion guaranteed.
I'd give Donald Trump a blowjob in public.
James Henry says, marry a gay millionaire.
But you'd have to swallow.
Okay, I'd pick someone else.
Godless Saying says, anything. I'm from California. I have no morals.
Shit, man. I don't know because, I don't think I'd do anything illegal. That's the thing.
Well, it doesn't have to be illegal. Just has to be outrageous.
I would. I'd be a fucking birthday magician.
The great one says,
I'm sorry,
$2 trillion. $2 trillion would buy a lot of mouthwash, but it won't erase the knowledge.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
Maybe I'd buy a season ticket at Portsmouth Football Club or something.
You know what? I figured it out.
You have to go.
For $2 trillion, I would lick the floor of a fucking Waffle House.
Ew.
I got $2 trillion in my pocket. I could just buy a new tongue.
Ox says,
You have to buy a new tongue.
I don't strive for monetary wealth. I strive for knowledge. Never Again says, I have no desire for unlimited wealth, and I've already done the most outrageous thing I'll ever do. So, next.
I mean, I'd kill Lindsey Graham just for the shits and giggles. But I mean, if there's money involved.
That one dark.
So you're saying, Quentin, you wouldn't murder someone for $2 trillion?
Do what?
You wouldn't murder someone for $2 trillion?
No.
I'm not gonna.
Murder...
I'm gonna
wait
there.
You wouldn't murder Trump for $2 trillion?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
Jenny?
No, absolutely not.
Not Trump at all.
See, I don't know. I don't know what you mean, murder. Our president is the greatest person alive. You know. Am I saying that right, NSA?
I would be happy to torture his ass for say a week.
Not kill him.
For a couple trillion of murder. No.
Keep him locked up in a dungeon for the next 20 years.
Okay, that I would do for $3 million, but murdering somebody, no, I would not.
I'd wear either a Mitch McConnell or a Donald Trump bodysuit, and then let people pinata the hell out of me.
I tell you what, I've actually gotten a lot of requests for this. For $3 million, I will build a fucking stadium and get as many people in there and do the truffle shuffle naked live on stage.
Sammy says, anything, I'm from Australia. James Henry says, I would heist a bank. Bad Temper Badger says, I would slap Critical Cripple. Memes of Destruction says, I like wizards. I think he
Badger, would you sit there and watch all of the Disney Star Wars stuff, though?
No, he wouldn't. No.
There's the question.
He's watched them all.
He wouldn't.
He's got notes.
Would he then admit that Disney is canon?
No,
yeah.
I know.
Wait there. $2 trillion. Would he admit Disney is canon? Because that would give him enough to buy Disney.
Yeah.
But see, Disney is canon because here we are all talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, here's one. So would somebody sell a baby for $2 trillion?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'd sell someone else's baby, not mine.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. If it's my baby, then no. If it's someone else's kid, I don't care.
Actually,
I'll sell Katnip's baby for $2 trillion.
Not a cold day in hell, you will.
So if I were Badger, and
I would like you.
I would say Disney is canon. Then I'd use the money to buy Disney.
Yeah.
And then officially announce as head of Disney that
Disney is not canon.
That the Disney movie that the Disney episodes 8, 9, and 10 are not canon, and then I'd have them make movies based off legends.
Okay,
wait there. We need Badger's response, and it's here. Badger says, "No, I would not accept Disney as canon for any amount of money. Fuck you, Anti-Dave."
Yeah.
So here's the question to Badger, real quick: if you could sell Disney, and sell the Star Wars rights out for $3 million, for $2 trillion, would you sell Star Wars to the Russo brothers and watch a movie?
I don't know. We'll wait for an answer to that.
That's my question.
Never Again says, I'd only kill in self-defense. Ox says, lol, shits and giggles. Alice says, neither confirm nor deny. Ox says, critical. If Ginger says that again about our president being the best, mute him. Okay. The NSA can accidentally kick him. Ricardo says, I would buy a tweed suit and have dinner with the Queen, Nigel, and Boris.
I would buy Jeff Bezos.
James Henry says,
not for that little money.
No, I would waterboard Trump for free. Chad says, most dangerous. I'd sow some pretty sketchy shit. Makes sense. Trump, no, but given the right intel, I could take out someone I deem dangerous. High bar. It would be someone you're just told to kill. I did that one. Chad says, I would befriend a hungry lion. I think I could if I had enough meat. And now they're talking about the truffle shuffle.
Yeah, see, no, legitimately, I would actually, for $2 trillion cash in hand, I would do the truffle shuffle naked in front of millions of people. I am not kidding.
For 100,000.
I would not do that for 1,000.
No, 100,000.
No, I would not do that for 100,000.
You so would. If someone had a suitcase with $100,000 right there, you would.
I wouldn't do it naked.
All right, make it 250,000 naked.
Yeah, okay, I would do it for 250,000. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I would honestly, you know what? I would do it for some stock in fucking Amazon.
What is the truffle shuffle?
The truffle shuffle. If
Jeff,
you've ever seen,
you can't. Jeff, you're gonna Quentin, you're gonna have to come on camera and demonstrate. Now you've brought it up.
All right. Let me hang on. Give me just a second. All right. Let me get my phone thingy going.
Let me finish this thumbnail.
By the way, I am not liable for any psychological damage you get from seeing my tits. Just putting that out there. You cannot sue Dave or myself.
Boys don't have tits; they have dots.
All right, here we go. Dave, I got you covered, man. I'm not gonna let anyone take your money.
Done the truffle shuffle naked on stage for way less.
All right, here we go.
Go on.
It's loading on my phone. Sorry, my phone's a
you
piece
can't
of shit.
show it.
Oh, I thought you were going to dance live.
You were going to do it.
I am gonna do it on camera. Yeah, just not naked.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna put effort into it. That's the thing. All right, here we go.
We're waiting for you to do it now.
That's what I'm trying to do, my friends.
He's fighting. Well, we're waiting for you, Jeff. What will you do? Other
already
than nothing sexual.
I already told you. Already answered this.
What would you do?
I would get a season ticket for Portsmouth Football Club and attend every game. if I really had to up the ante, I'd wear a Southampton shirt. I mean, now the chances are I wouldn't get out of there alive before the end of the first game of the season, but hey ho, you know.
Let's go.
2 trillion, it's worth the risk, isn't it?
All right, Dave. I am backstage on my phone with my camera. Oh, that's feedback.
Yes, it's going to feedback and it's going to upset everything with there. Oh, you can do that. Move that. Add that.
All right, hi everybody. Oh, there we go. So the truffle shuffle is when you take both of your tits and you jiggle them up and down like a fucking crazy person. That is the truffle shuffle.
That was it. That's your demonstration of it.
That is my demonstration. Yeah. If you want to see more, become a patron for Dave.
Demonetized.
Demonetized.
There you go.
So if they would, I could get paid for doing something I do anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Catnip would kill someone. Jenny.
Specifically, Lindsey Graham. If I have to explain that to anybody, I don't think we can be friends.
Jenny, what would you do?
I mean, he's my state. I have the right.
Stand your ground, damn it.
For 2 trillion, I told you I would give Trump a blowjob in public.
Public fellatio to completion for $2 trillion.
Ring?
But I ain't gonna swallow.
Yeah, I said before I'll dress in a either Trump or Mitch McConnell bodysuit and basically be a human pinata.
That works. Everyone hates them. Right.
Dave, what would you do?
Oh, I'd do pretty much anything.
Would you do the rolling motion thing on camera?
Oh.
What makes you think I haven't?
Fair enough.
Oh man, Ox just made me sick.
Lindsey Graham, is that a stripper or something? Spooky says we've just been porn bombed.
Yeah, every
Ginger moves. Yes, Titan.
Yeah, every American who is now mentally scarred from Ox's comment.
Rainbug says, I will milk Mike Pence's prostate in front of his wife.
I think you could do that for free, friend.
Yeah. Badger says, I would slap the entire cast of critical questions one by one while giving them each an individually tailored insult in alphabetical order. Given that you are a part of the cast...
yeah, I was going to say, Badger, you do realise that means that you have to do one to yourself as well here.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Badger, what's the safe word?
And I dare you to try and slap Amanda. I dare you, Badger.
Yeah.
See how the fuck that you think that's going to work out.
You might maul off your arm.
And then, yeah, that's true.
Then you'd only have one arm to slap the rest of us. And I mean, you'd have to start with her if you're going in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, you never mess with a Mandalorian.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to know what the badge insult would be.
Badger would probably tell me I have no business making tea since I don't do it right.
You don't.
Would that hurt your feelings?
No.
Then it's not a good
I don't
insult.
think that counts.
Well, I think Badger might call himself a stripy-faced Ponce.
Overgrown, spray-painted rat. Next
I would
question.
love to hear the next. I would love to hear a ginger insult that I haven't heard before. That would be pretty great.
Yeah.
They pretty much covered everything red, haven't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
You do kind of blend into Mars, don't you?
Hey man, I can't confirm or deny that my people come from Mars. What I can say is we look a lot like it.
We look a lot like it. Right, next question. Question 1305. Do you consider acting in pornography to be a real job?
Yeah. Assuming you get paid for it, it's a real job.
Yeah.
All right. What do we mean by acting?
Why do you have to get paid for it?
Doing legitimate porn films? Yes, it's absolutely acting.
Yeah.
Job.
Are we saying that porn films do have plot?
So
Some of them.
Yeah. So assuming you're getting paid for it, it is a real job. It may be, depending on how good. Depending on whether or not there's actual plot, it may or may not be real acting.
So if being a fluffer on a porn film is a real job, being an actor on a porn film is a real job. Just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
Fluffing is no longer a real job.
What is fluffing?
If you're getting paid for it, it's a job.
Hey man, yeah, if you're getting paid to be a fluffer,
they don't pay people to be fluffers anymore. There are no fluffers in the porn industry anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they actually. So a fluffer is somebody that, like, whenever they're in between shots of a porn, they make sure the dude's still, ready to go.
Oh, I see.
Now they use little blue pills. It's
a
lot more reliable.
Could you just use like a vice grip?
Maybe so, Jenny. Snaps.
My
banana
genital area now hurts.
A banana?
Oh god, guys are such wimps.
Quentin, you haven't eaten this banana.
Hey man, look, I forgot it was there. I mean, I told you about the electric lettuce.
Chance
yeah, but I think that would give you the munchies to eat this fucking banana.
I'm gonna make it into a smoothie. Don't worry.
Ox says anything that creates a paycheck is a job.
In or out of the peel.
If it, it's a job. It's a risky job too. Badger says, do you get taxed on the income? Yes. Godless Sewing says, yes, it made me rich, and you have to pay taxes. You also get health insurance. Yandiri says it depends on the pay. Chad says yes, but an unlikely career. For most, I imagine it is more like gig work. Either way, yes.
Yeah, I mean it's a real job. I mean, now is all porn acting good acting? We can all agree on different terms.
Says, why pay someone to do what so many volunteer for? Amateur porn does seem to have ruined the porn industry. Apparently. Fucking no, they talk about it. Jeff, what were you going to say?
Yeah, of course, it's a real job.
Jess says yes. Spooky says Dave lost his job as a fluffer. Very disappointed.
Oh,
Does anybody think it's not a real job?
I can see the argument of why they would have it wouldn't be a job, but I don't think it's not a job.
I think you would too, Titan. You wouldn't have to change your name or nothing.
Titan your anus. Okay, like I'm not gonna lie, I could see him in that name with that name in a porno, but he's like a sacred monk that teaches the way to pucker someone's ass.
Yep, sounds about right.
Titan.
Grayman says it's a job, but is it a career?
Yeah, I mean,
it can be.
Yeah, like there's a lot of porn actors that do similar movies with each other a lot. So I mean,
it's one of those depressing things actually that for a guy it doesn't seem to matter. You can have a career that spans decades, but
Titan,
girls don't seem to last.
Titan, on your avatar, I would like you to get a flesh-colored neck brace.
Oh God.
No.
Mistress says get a flesh-colored neck brace.
Right, next question.
Now.
Shush.
here we go.
Next question.
Yeah,
next question.
please.
Question 1306. Have you ever taken part in an identity parade, either trying to pick out the criminal, being one of the people who isn't a criminal, or being the alleged criminal?
Oh, a police lineup.
In fact, I have not in any capacity.
Dude, okay, when you said identity parade, I was thinking like Pride or something. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah,
that was too.
same here.
I was just like, wait a minute, hold on here. That take a different turn. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Although in the early days of Pride parades, they were an identity parade.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like, you know, because I've been a part of the non-binary section of the Pride parade a couple years ago. So, you know, I was just like, I mean, and then you said something about police, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck kind of parade is this?
Okay.
The bad kind.
Okay, we're having a sort of cultural crossover here, Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Britain, it's known as an identity parade. It has been for like forever.
Okay.
In America, it's obviously known as a lineup. So
Yeah. Never
My
been
bad.
in a lineup.
My bad, man. My bad.
No, never interacted with the lineup at all.
Ray,
Yeah,
why are you drinking out
Nope.
of the bottle like some kind of fucking heathen?
I have never taken a part of a police lineup. No.
put your liquid in a glass. Oh no, I'm drinking out of a can. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I often do drink out of a can too, but at least it's single serving. You're not backwashing into other people's shit.
Oh no. This is just for me.
What is that?
I mean,
Is that a
it's
jug of
good.
cranberry juice, Ring?
It looks like
Yeah, well,
Is it ocean spray?
it's Langer's.
Oh, I was close.
Are you trying to
But
get
yeah,
me
it's
sponsorship?
half cranberry juice, half water.
Yeah.
Question.
What?
I was once on a stage with like 5 other women competing for a Nancy Reagan lookalike contest. Would that count?
No.
The crowd was voting.
Were you naked?
Partially.
Was she
I
there
won.
for comparison?
I won.
You
I
won!
by vote.
Never Again says no. Yandere says I always wanted to.
I
Pop
do kind
says-
of, yeah.
Lol, done a few lineups, always in line, never picking from it. Godless Serving says no, people just get arrested around here, nothing fancy. Chad says no, never.
I should mention about that contest. It was before I transitioned.
That's even worse.
All right.
Bad Tempered Badger says I once went to a police station. That doesn't count.
Dude, I'm still a little weird out on how I perceive this question, Dave. Because I'm sitting here thinking, right? Like, let me explain the thought process just for a second. Whenever I heard Identity Parade, like that was actually what like it was called, where in Portland, whenever the Pride was coming up, like you could sign up for it, and there was different things. So I was just like, all right, cool. And then I was listening to it a little more. You cut out from me, and then I heard being picked by police, and I'm like, wait, what the actual fuck is going on?
Well, police have fun too.
Yeah, that is true. But whenever I hear that and then getting picked out by the police, I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go. Right.
So what was the full question so that way I can hear it again?
Have you ever taken part in an identity parade? Either trying to pick out the criminal, being one of the people who isn't a criminal, or being the alleged criminal?
Okay, no.
Good. Next question.
Have you, Dave?
No.
I don't even think I've been to a police station.
Lucky.
I've never been behind in a police. No, that's a lie. I have. Right.
The cells are really smelly. Don't go.
Right. Next question. Question 1307. Would you rather live in the real world or live in a virtual world for the rest of your life?
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah.
I have to say virtual world, honestly.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Because like it depends on the type of virtual world. If it's like a fucking sandbox virtual world, I'm down to go there and never come back. I'm being 100% honest.
Okay. We're not going to get into solipsism in this one, are we?
I'm not that smart. So
also, question: in the virtual world, would you get to do like reality bending Matrix shit?
Yes.
Virtual world.
Because in my virtual world, Chester Cheeto isn't running shit.
Yeah, you could do reality.
Cheeto isn't in the real world. Chester Cheeto isn't running shit in a month's time.
Thank God.
Well, 2 months.
Oh shit! You have to be depressing, don't you?
Come on, Ring. We're all just trying to cling on some hope here, man.
Come on, the Americans are counting down the days here.
We are! Like, there's actually going to be a fucking party that day. Like, everyone's just going to, like, you know, there's going to be showers of beer.
Dude, there are four Americans here. I expect his crowds, even though no one actually likes Biden, I expect his crowds to be bigger than Trump's. I'm going to be so disappointed if they're not.
I hope they.
I don't know.
I hope they wouldn't because of the fucking COVID.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Is most of the people who voted for Biden actually acknowledge that COVID is a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Which blows Trump supporters' minds because there was almost next to nobody at any of the Biden rallies because people were being, I don't know.
I guess them Biden supporters are just afraid to see us Trump supporters in the voting booth.
No.
No, I know. I'm just sorry.
I know. I'm not picking on you. I'm picking on that idea.
Never again says, like, how long do I get to live? You get to live as long as normal. Do I get to take you guys with me to the virtual world? I think you would think.
Hell yeah, man. I'll be there.
There would be your idea of us in the virtual world.
That's a scary fucking thought, man.
Ox says, I like my real world, but VR is a cool place to be.
I mean, think about it. Like, think about it in a logical term. Like, if you can go into a virtual world, look at the fucking leaps and bounds VR is going through right now.
Yeah, we're
like
talking
10
about
years.
fully embedded.
Hold on.
Like 10 years from now, you could have like the best fucking world you ever could imagine.
We're talking about that world already.
Well, do I get to create the virtual worlds, everything in it, all the characters, everything?
Yes.
So
Dave,
I could have like.
You would have the ultimate ball to bounce on in my reality, man.
Wow.
Let's be honest, right? If we could all live in a fantasy that was, we could tailor ourselves. I don't know who wouldn't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who wouldn't do it.
Badger says, can I change the setting to make it fit my roleplay requirements? Yes. Stool says, a virtual world made of yogurt. Yeah. Chad says, full Matrix with control. Yes. Godless
I
says,
don't want to get things dark.
What?
But I wouldn't want to be in a virtual world I could control.
Why not?
My brain is already a place I can't control enough of the time that I would not want to be stuck in a place that my brain could just change up on me.
Well, I think the hypothetical is saying like it would be perfect, like nothing could go wrong.
You want a Matrix with safeties.
You could. Yeah, the hypothetical here is that you could construct your own ideal reality that is better, that is better than the current reality you have, and tailor that as you wish.
Some might call it better than life.
Well, I mean,
which no Americans are going to get.
Technically,
that's the hypothetical here.
Well, I mean, Badger's already living in a virtual world because, in his world, Disney isn't canon.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like, the thing is, the reason why I like this, I agree with everyone would pick it, is, like, we all have things that help us escape from the shit that's going on here.
Yeah.
In the real world. And, like, if you could do that and fucking live in it, and there's no consequence for it, I think everyone would take a leap at that. Like, you could be the perfect you that you've always wanted to fucking be.
Yeah.
I would rather be in the real world and use VR as a vacation reality than an everyday one.
Bad Temper Badger says, can I change... Oh, no, I did that one already. Godless Sewing says, unfortunately, I live in the real world, even though I don't act like it. Sammy says, virtual world. Yandiri says, virtual, been through enough real hell. They're talking about feeling the head now. Badger says, Stool's virtual world, as I said, would be a planet in the shape of Swedish bosom with trees growing pot noodles. Chad says, virtual, absolutely, hedonism all the way, I regret nothing. Never again says, real world then.
Dave, what about you?
Just wait till I get to the end of the chat. Never again says, I don't want control of others, just a bit more self-control. Sammy says, my virtual world is Dave's bedroom.
Ooh.
Nikki says, give great EVE Online immortality, here I come. Bad Temper Badger says, they put the electrodes into your frontal lobes. Yep, that's how they do it. Sammy says, just have it so you type to do your updates. Never again said, it must be nice to still be young, Quentin.
Yeah. I get that a lot.
See, yes, you asked me this question when I was in my 20s. I'd say no. Now that I'm in my 60s, absolutely. I'd take the virtual world.
Would your avatar be in their 20s?
Well, if I was in the virtual world, I would change my parameters so that I'm in my 20s again.
Yeah.
So yeah, the avatar would be in the 20s.
Yeah, I mean,
but I wouldn't be stupid like somebody in their 20s.
Now, it's been a while. Are we still blaming Math Pig?
Oh, yes. Go on then. What the hell? Chad says, I would not tell you what I would do if I knew the world was a simulation. Imagine the Purge meeting Minecraft.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So no one here, everyone here, apart from Catnip, would go into the simulation.
Yeah, I don't always particularly care for my reality and who I actually am. So yeah, I fucking escape into
I'm going
fantasy.
to Jenny's answer and answer no while I'm in my stupid 20s, and then when I get to be in my 60s, I will respond yes.
I mean, yeah, like, damn it, Kat, you fucking made me think about that. That is a good point. Fuck shit.
Well, if you would have been listening to Jenny say it, she would have made you think about it.
No,
I'm not taking credit for this.
No, when Jenny said it too,
good idea.
Jenny said it too, and I do agree it's a good idea. But now, like, I'm starting to think about it because I'm almost 23. I'm like, fuck. Well, would I wanna keep living until I'm older here? Because, like, I don't know.
Well, you are, unless you decide to do something about that.
Oh, I'm going to create my own world. You know. Gingers are taking over. The revolution is coming.
Gingers are dying out.
Nah, that's what we want you to think.
Not if they start breeding like rabbits.
Yeah,
what are the people with green hair doing?
They're helping the gingers take power.
There is no world.
If I got to choose 100% who to spread half of my DNA with, it would be a ginger.
Okay, there is no world, nor virtual world, nor possible world where gingers will not be discriminated against.
Yeah, that's
I
why
mean,
the
let's say we're the
revolution is coming.
It's just it's a metaphysical necessity.
Viva la revolution!
Right. Last question.
By the way, the same trend is true with people with blue eyes.
Yes, very much.
I have green.
Becoming a more and more rare eye color.
I've got blue eyes.
Me
I've
too.
got blue eyes.
We got at least 3 of us here with blue eyes. Then
What a coincidence.
I'm a redhead with green eyes, so.
Right, Matt Pig's a bit behind. He says, "Is the answer Dave and Kaz?"
That's probably
you're well behind.
That's what I said.
Well behind.
Right. Next question. Or last question. Question 1308. Would you rather have a one-day memory or live with a partner that only has a one-day of memory?
A partner, because that seems to be like my life now.
A partner would be better because then they're not going to hold shit against you for fucking ever.
I would not want to live in a world where I couldn't remember all of the cute things my kid does day to day.
You've got a kid?
Yeah.
I do have a kid.
I've seen a number of documentaries on stuff when you're talking about memory and stuff like this, where I've seen interviews with spouses of people who have that particular disorder, and it looks like one of the most horrible existences you could have with a partner. They literally don't know who the fuck you are day to day.
I would
sound awful.
As a single person with no kids, I would take the one-day memory. Because here's the thing, like, I can't say that I'd be strong enough to be like, oh, I don't remember you, but of course you care about me, because I don't know that. But, like, as it sits right now, like, I don't think it would, I agree with Katnip, it would suck to be a fucking parent and only have a one-day memory.
You have to remember that you had an entire human being.
Right, exactly.
And if you're of the baby carrying variety of human being,
and in a relationship
that would be horrifying to wake up every day not understanding why you're pregnant or how you got that way.
Right, and it would hurt. It would hurt
exactly.
Either way, it's gonna hurt. If it's in a relationship, it's gonna hurt both people because.
Badger says, partner, I can put them in a place and leave them there. And then says, in a serious answer, it's bad. But for the slapstick human, see answer above. Chad says, partner, though I wouldn't wish it on someone. A fresh start is not a problem if you're in a comfortable place. Go on, Jeff.
I was going to say, because normally the last question is supposed to be something a little bit of fun. This is taking a really
this was meant to be a little bit of fun. Because it was an offhand comment between me and Kaz.
We've had more than one dark conversation here. This
has been the 2020 of critical questions.
Yeah, it seems like it. We've had some really weird ones.
I expected most of the questions in this episode to go by really quick. I made sure I had extra ones, and you've gone in depth on all of them.
What did you think was going to happen?
You've got highly intelligent people in the panel and on the chat.
You got mostly highly intelligent people here.
And we have highly intelligent people and a ginger.
Exactly.
We also have Math Pig in the chat, who's also ginger, so we have intelligent people and two gingers.
One's just not as smart as the other.
If I could keep a camera, it would be alright. I'm a guy, so being pregnant doesn't bother me. If you were pregnant, it would bother you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I didn't specify gender. I said people of a baby-carrying variety, because that can be anybody.
Spooky makes the point. Doesn't Dave already have a one-day memory already? That's where the question came from.
Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, in the modern day, I think I'd probably take the one-day memory.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing about that. It's like, so how much base memory do you remember? Because if we're talking like every day is a fresh start, like you don't remember how to walk, or feed yourself.
Oh
you're
yeah.
not to learn all that in one day. And
oh yeah.
with technology now, you wouldn't know how to take pictures or look at pictures, and even if you did, you'd have no memory of who those people are.
In this scenario where you're imagining that you have a base memory from before.
That's one of the fascinating things about that disorder is at what point does the person lose the memory? Because they do. There's some that I've seen that were so bad they couldn't remember their home address day to day, and others I've seen interviewed and stuff that could.
Yeah, it depends on whether it's your long-term memory or your short-term memory that's gone.
I mean, there's one that I read about that can't transfer anything out of short-term memory. So every 20 minutes, basically, they lose what they had. That's like soul-destroying. Yeah. But the point is you know it is as well, which is kind of weird. As in, it doesn't matter to the person because they can carry on as normal. Your life adapts. I think it would be much more worse for the partner.
Oh, who have we lost? We lost Ring.
One of the most fascinating things I've ever experienced in life is when I was working on a psych unit, and we had this woman admitted who had a stroke, and she was kind of combative, and in those days they actually thought that they could help people on a psych unit with this. It was stupid, but nonetheless, she was there, and she was an immigrant. She was in her 80s, and she had immigrated here from Germany when she was like 7, 8, 9, something like that. So her natural tongue was German, and so she had to learn English. And when she did speak a little English, it had accent, but she's made it through her life speaking English, learning English, and that. When she had her stroke, she lost the ability to speak English, but could still speak German.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
I don't. It wasn't not in terms of memory. In terms of aphasia, the mechanism behind being able to talk is what melted down.
Oh goddamn!
But only for English. It's like wow.
Goddamn.
What?
Sorry, no, it's all right. I was just reading something out. I was just reading something. 2020 can fuck off.
Who's died?
Maradona.
Oh. Okay. Never again says.
Greatest footballer of all time. One of the greatest footballer ever, possibly.
No. Never again says, I very much dislike that I forget so much now, and well, I don't have a partner, so guess I'm out of the game anyway. Maybe I'll forget this question next. Rins. The Grey Man says, both would be rough. Will the partner still remember you from before memory problem began? Yes. Yandere says, one day memory, I already had the goldfish brain. The Grey Man says, biggest cheat. Yes. Right.
Yeah, but it wasn't like England were going to win that game anyway. Come on.
Of course they were. Right, quick answers. Katnip?
Do what?
Partner or you with the memory problem?
I wouldn't want to wish it on anybody, but I wouldn't want to have it either, so I guess partner.
Ring?
I wouldn't want to wish it on anybody, so I'll take it.
Quentin?
I'm taking it.
Jeff?
Sorry, what's the question? I forgot.
Arsehole.
Okay, I'll answer it so seriously. Grudgingly, I'd have to say give it on the partner because, like everyone else, it's not something you really wish on anyone, but something.
Jen?
I would say partner because I'm better at taking care of other people than I am myself.
Fair enough. Right. Does anyone have anything to shield before we run away?
On Saturdays, I do secular D&D.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Sunday morning, 8 in the morning, Mountain Standard Time, 9 Central, I have medium musings. I currently don't have a topic for this Saturday, but we, talk about pieces of media and discuss the themes and how the themes are explored, or we take a bigger topic and discuss how it's explored in media.
So when are you doing Christmas movies?
That is an interesting question.
I'm still working on the D&D server in Minecraft, and once that's finished, I will let everybody know who wants to play.
Excellent. Jeff?
Nothing penciled in at the moment, really. Might do a stream this weekend, I don't know.
Are you saying that Media Musings is going to start on time?
Perhaps.
Well, we're having a little break for a couple of weeks from the Asterix one, so
fair enough. Jenni.
Well, I guess my usual Friday night movie night, but what I would like to do is bring everyone's attention to Christmas, the Friday before, the day before, starting the day before, I guess at like 6, and going through Christmas Day till the next day. Purple Rhymes with Orange is arranging a non-stop relay show where various presenters will be doing their show, and it's for the betterment of people who are alone on the holidays. Give them a place to come for a little entertainment, a little chat, meet up with other folks in the same boat.
Mm-hmm. It'd be fun.
It was wildly successful last year.
Yeah. Katnip?
I do a whole lot of nothing except for parent a small human person.
When are you going to be streaming again?
When I find something to talk about. Which will probably be never. It's not that I don't have a like for it. It's just that I don't think I have much of a valid opinion on most things because I don't pay attention to much.
Fair enough. Okay, on that note, we will see you tomorrow morning. Afternoon, whatever, depends where you are. Afternoon in the UK. Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, chat.